Holy cow, holy cow. I thought Jeffrey should have that. They're paying him much too much, Timmy. In the old days, Jerry Coleman would have had that turn and thrown him out. But, you know, more importantly, there's a golf course in Teaneck. Cora and I, that 18th hole, oh, it's a fabulous course. Holy cow. A stocky kid, this Jeffries. Gil McDougal. Gil wasn't built like that. He had a weird stance as Harris steps in. Oh, heat over there.
You were a Yankee fan growing up, right?
Yes, I was. I started as a Giant fan. And they swept Cleveland in '54, and I went, well, there's no sense rooting for them anymore. They're perfect. And then that blonde-haired guy in the Bronx started hitting them into different area codes, and I said, well, I like this guy, so I became a Mickey Mantle clone. I limped. Holy cow.
Rhodes is running, and he's in there. His third stolen base of the year, and he's at second with one out. Has he ever seen baseball before?
Hey, wait, get your head here. If you get this on, so this is Misha.
Hello, this is.
Misha's.
Nice you have right field here, and Soviet Union on the left field.
And what are the you must feel at home the team is the Reds here.
You have every team in Soviet Union is Reds. Leningrad Reds, Moscow Reds, Kiev Reds, all same team. It's nice, man, just came home, you know, in Soviet Union, you can't steal home, you occupy home.
You occupy home.
Very much, I agree.
You don't own it, right?
No, never. Everyone owns home.
That's right. And you occupy
and
a different
the umpires, you never say, you know, safe out, everything.
What do you say?
No one is safe.
No one's safe.
No, as long as they are weapons.
That's true.
Safe.
You need a visa to be out, right?
Very much, yes. You must negotiate for that. Out, you know, to get out, you can't. You're not out. You must get out.
Get out.
Yeah, you say.
But you can't come home if you get out.
Yeah, you get out. You can't come home.
Ah.
It's like who's on first, but not yet.
But not yet.
No, not
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, funny. I laugh now. Ha.
You're allowed to laugh now.
Here.
Here.
Okay.
Well, Jeff Reed's the hitter.
That's good news. You know, I got a lot of respect for Eric Gregg today on a day like this. Holy cow. Look at that.
Eric, the home plate umpire today.
He's a big fella.
Oh, look out there. Ooh. No steroids, I don't think.
You never know.
Not that way.
Look like Russian woman shot putter.
Watch out.
Oh.
Well hit deep to right, and Darrell back on the track.
And it's going to be...
Strawberry makes a great catch. Harris
got a play.
Running, and he overran third base, and he's out.
No. Goodbye.
You tighten the helmet, that'll help.
No, you can't keep that.
Double play, inning over. Mets still lead 3-2. Back after this for the good old guy.
Okay, America. Look at that big time.
And now he rounds third. The throw back to Johnson. And he's caught dead.
Wait, wait a minute. Oh, Jeffries leads off the bottom of the fourth with the Mets leading 3-2, preserved by that play. Boy, Dave Bristol couldn't have been more emphatic. He was standing there with his arms up. Harris ran right through the
foul balls. Not better than Reed. You know, with only left field, everything is fair. We must negotiate that before fair. All is fair. Except for baseball right now, maybe.
1 and 2.
We have collective farm clubs there, you know.
Oh, collective farm
clubs. Yeah, you negotiate for that whole thing.
How does that work? You find people you want, you collect them, and you bring
people
them
come back to the
farm.
camp. Yes.
Who are some of the great stars in Russian baseball?
The famous Russian catcher, Red Yiddish.
Red Yiddish.
Yes.
Robin Williams, who of course is starring in Dead Poets Society, and Billy Crystal, starring in When Harry Met Sally, which opens Wednesday.
It's exciting.
Do you like this, Parky?
I don't know. I think I look at this, I see Reds. I want to say Cincinnati Salmon. Why not? Okay.
Playable on the infield. Benzinger, not yet in the Salmon double nits, makes the play.
Now, what about double nits? They can't. They don't breathe with you.
I don't know. I think if you're on a field, you want something to breathe.
Like what? What would it be?
Khaki.
Good khaki.
Khaki, I didn't think it worked. Khaki cotton is always good.
And what about the colors? Traditionally, it's the gray is the road team, and the home team wears white. Would you change that?
Well, let's see. If you go beyond salmon, I think you say puce means you're out of the stadium.
Right. Every Every time I'm infused, I'm out of the stadium. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Don't bother to show up. Mackey Sasser on an error the second inning. Squeeze.
I love this game. I used to see it down Squirrel Hollow where I live.
Where's that?
Whoa.
That's just past resume speed, right?
Yeah, Resume Speed. The town of Resume Speed. There's another town down there, Speed Bump.
Speed bump.
Speed Bump, Georgia.
Is that where they have the thank you for coming and the entering and leaving sign on the same
Right
post?
there. Have a nice day, maybe.
Mackey Sasser, the hitter, is
Third baseman Lenny Harris for
Pitching staff. They just signed Wade Hoyt. They're bringing up Wade Hoyt.
formerly with the Cincinnati Reds.
I know my ball.
But that's because you're not here, Scooter. I mean, you're not there. You're here.
Oh, I'm never anywhere except the golf course in Fairlawn. They got a Lola Falana hole, I tell you. It's unbelievable. Dog leg to the left.
Oh! Yes!
Jesus! Oh!
America!
Oh!
We're the country, America!
Oh!
Okay! Hey!
Ah!
I turned my head to the side like Hope. Hey!
Oh!
We got a lawyer in here!
Oh!
Here comes another one. Are you all right, Billy?
Yeah, I'll be all right in a minute. Whoa! There it is.
You get a good appreciation
Hey.
of how fast that ball comes back. Huh?
You still don't move to your right well.
I duck now.
You ducked! Boy, we got...
Vale City.
This is only his second game that he's ever been to in his life. Really? Yeah. And they got a ball.
Hey.
You almost got it, but
That's a great
Hey.
game, isn't it?
Here it is. Here it is. Holy cow.
Look at it come our way.
Here it comes.
Oh!
Boy.
You hadn't jumped out of the way, Billy.
I'm glad I had protection.
Yes.
We won't talk about that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Elster with 2 out.
Let's go Giants game about 2 weeks ago. It was amazing. I'm talking serious now. I can't believe it. I love baseball.
That's what baseball does to.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Oh, nice play. Short hopper. Over the back, and that's it.
All right, the inning is over. More with Robin Williams and Billy.
And lost the top part and sewed it back on. This guy. And it's the same finger. And mine's back on, and he's pitching really well with it. So
How did you do it? How did you hurt?
I was doing soap.
Oh,
And
really?
it was on the show in the rehearsal. I had to leave a door.
Oh! Bunt by Quinones. Ojeda with the play and 2 gone.
Speaking of Ojeda, Billy, he was really having some problems early in the year because of the cold weather, and he really couldn't feel the pitch with which he released the ball, the finger.
So as it's gotten warmer, he's been more effective.
I think so, yeah.
The same thing happened for you?
Yeah, when I'm with a bad audience, my hand just goes dead. It's that cold feeling. You
Oh,
have.
whether you're better in summer months.
Yeah, much better. No, I know that feeling. I don't feel this at all. Nothing.
That's your head.
And I lost like an eighth of an inch, so we're playing in this celebrity game, and Kareem was playing first base, and I was playing short. Just come back into the mound. Tom Selleck was pitching. He threw to me, got the guy.
Gary Coleman was catching.
And I don't have the grip. Don't have the grip I used to have. So we actually use Gary as a donut to bat. Way to bat to swing him around for. But and a ground ball, Elster to the left. Oh! Short hop trouble today here in the infield.
A lot of short hops. That's the 3rd ball.
Any of the pictures of the fight?
Yeah,
with Dibble and Tuffle.
I'll meet you in the clubhouse at 9.
Forget that bat and get another.
I want to play in L.A. Okay, by me in L.A.
You never thought you'd hear West Side Story when you turned into this game today.
Open enough to pay
Right,
rights.
son.
Oh, boy, we're in trouble.
Oh,
Just thought of something.
we both did.
Yankees just scored 3 in the 5th.
No rights fees. You've read the disclaimer.
Now, Gene Woodling, they just signed Gene Woodling, brought him out. Gene doubled in Enos Slaughter, who was playing. Ran all the way from first.
He's done that before. 2 strikes to Larkin, who's 1 for 2. He had a single his first time. We give it to him.
See the starting short?
No, Ozzie Smith was the winning.
Now, what do you
vote
think
getter.
about that, Steve, while I have you here?
And I think the fans should vote because
Players, there's a lot of controversy now. Willie Randolph, who's having a great year out there.
Benzinger run. The fastball popped up Elster with a drive to center field. Davis coming on, makes the catch. Safe at home. Jeffries was held up by Perlazo, but he ignored it and scores the go-ahead run.
I'll tell you why I would have gone if I were Jeffries. Is because of the collision that Davis had earlier in the inning. He's a brilliant defensive outfielder, but there's no way that a guy with good speed is going to slow down right here. Excellent base running by Greg Jeffries. Johnson has got to be sending thank you cards to Rob Dibble, Norm Charlton, and all of the Reds for really sparking his ball club. Now, the fact that Samuel gets his first home run, that's probably coincidental. But I'll tell you one thing, Juan Samuel's presence with the New York Mets was enhanced by the incident in yesterday's ball game. No question about it.
Well, if you were with us at the beginning of the telecast, we talked about it, and I certainly concur, Timmy. I think that it may be, and when all is said and done, the incident that brought this team not only together, but out of the doldrums.
And you folks may think it's all hype and everything. We'll see at the end of the season. But if the Mets go on to win their division, it might be yesterday's action that provoked the winning of the National League East this year for New York, if that happens.
Dibble out of there as
was mentioned in trade rumors throughout the offseason and spring training. Housey responded by having an MVP-type year. Now, today, the Mets responded to that by giving Johnson a 3-year contract worth $6.1 million. Johnson's been the Mets' only consistent offensive threat this season. Meanwhile, things were a little less threatening at Shea today after 2 fights erupted in last night's game against the Cincinnati Reds. Just for insurance, you can see the policeman in the dugout there. And to add a little levity in this one, comedians Billy Crystal and Robin Williams doing the play-by-play as Mackie Sasser fouls one off into the booth.
America! Oh! What a country, America! Oh! Okay! Hey! I turn my head to the side like hope. Hey!
Oh! Whoa! There it is.
You get a good appreciation of how fast that ball comes back. Huh?
You still don't move to your right well.
All right, back to baseball, top of the 4th, and Jeff Reed takes Bob Ojeda deep to right. Darryl Strawberry, look at him with his injured toe, steals the home run, then throws in, and Lenny Harris is doubled off third. Now, 2 principals in last night's fight would then square off in the bottom of the 7th. Rob Dibble facing Juan Samuel, the Mets dugout looking on. And who would get the best of who today? Samuel. He takes Dibble deep, a 2-run shot, his 9th homer of the season, and his first home run this year as a Met. As they score 3 runs in the 7th, and the Mets get their 3rd straight win over the Reds. Dibble had to leave the game with tendonitis in his right elbow. It was his pitch that hit Tim Tuffle in the back last night to start the fight. Tuffle had precautionary x-rays